From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update.
From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander with your Daybreak Drive-In for Thursday, February 20th. A rough arrest puts an officer on leave. Positive news about the Pope. And NASCAR lowers the boom on a top racer. Next. A police officer from Lawrence is on leave over an arrest this week. Video widely shared on social media shows officers holding a man down in a parking lot and one of the officers hitting the man. The mayor of Lawrence says the city is committed to a review of the situation and will take action if appropriate. Lobbying from families dealing with autism appears to have swayed Governor Mike Braun. He says he's committed to cutting waste and misuse of what's known as ABA therapy, but has pulled back on some of the cuts that were slated for covering it under Medicaid. He's calling for a task force to come up with the best way to handle it moving forward. As the war between Ukraine and Russia hits its 3-year mark, America's position on it appears to be changing rapidly. Officials from the U.S. and Russia are talking about possible paths to ending the war, and President Trump is now sharply criticizing Ukraine and its leader. In a new post, Trump calls Volodymyr Zelensky a dictator. The Vatican is reporting some signs of optimism over the health of Pope Francis. The church says Francis is alert, responsive, and full of good humor. Tests this week confirmed that he has asthmatic bronchitis and pneumonia in both lungs. With the All-Star break now over, the Pacers tip off the stretch run of the regular season today with a home game against the Memphis Grizzlies. Indiana is well positioned for a playoff push, standing in fourth in the Eastern Conference. One of the Grizzlies will get a lot of cheers tonight. Former Purdue superstar Zach Edey is in his rookie year with the team. Chase Briscoe has now gone from the top of his sport to negative territory in less than 1 week. NASCAR has docked Briscoe's team 100 driver-owner points and 10 playoff points for using a modified spoiler in the run that won him the pole for the Daytona 500. It's a part that no team is supposed to touch. The penalty means Briscoe now has negative 67 points on the season and is dead last in the standings. Flurries this morning, cloudy and very cold again today with a high of 21, maybe some warming toward the weekend. From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander. Be sure to like and subscribe for your daily news updates from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.